Well, it has been a while since I have done a video, but today I'm finally going to get to doing something that lately I've been really curious about. And that is, first off, how to open up a 3DS cartridge and a DS cartridge. Now, I was really hoping to actually get a hold of a DSi game. I didn't check, so when I bought this thing, I found out that it was only DS, which, bummer. Anyway, we do have a 3DS one here. Now, both of these ended up only costing me $15, so I figure this is going to be the best way to go around it. I'm thinking about trying to get a hold of a second-hand DSi game and opening it up, but who knows. So, why do this? Well, personally, I'm interested to see the inside and what the chips look like. And today, that's what I'm hoping to do. I have a few tools here, but I don't know if they're going to be enough. So, let's do the DS one first. Now, I'm not really interested in playing or keeping these games, so it doesn't matter. And from what I've seen online, the best place to get in is around this area here. Although looking at this cartridge, I'd probably be better off punching whatever I got through there. Now, what's interesting is you've got these two tabs on the sides. And I'm just going to give them a bit of a pull and see what happens. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of resistance in this area. So I'm going to grab a little screwdriver, see what happens if I punch in there. And no, I'm just damaging the case. What about up here? Jam it in, give it a little twist. Ooh, looks like it's given way a little bit. Now, what you've got to be careful is that you've got an entire circuit board underneath here which you want to keep intact. Getting under there. Oh, hello. This one's got a bit more. Yep. Now, when I crack this open, I noticed that I'm actually tearing away at the bit of the plastic. So I'm wondering whether or not, when these cartridges are assembled, if there's some kind of glue or if they're hot welded together. That just popped right out. Okay. I'm trying not to deform the cartridge too much, or the casing of the cartridge. There we go. Now, it's a bit of a tip that you're not going to be able to put these back together. And from what I can see, this area here, this whole area here, the majority of this area over here appears to be somewhat affixed, while over here it just seems to be majority of it's just held together. And when you look at this, you can actually see it's more, this entire part of the cartridge is attached together, while over here, up the top, same sort of thing, and along the side. Now, when you try to put it back together, it's not going to sit. It just comes off. So if you were doing this, I'd recommend really don't. If you want to clean it, cotton swab, and just try to rub in between. Don't pull it apart just to clean it. Ah, hello. So that is the inside of a brand new, never before played game. Otherwise, if this was an actual game that had been played, you'd see a lot of streak marks, a lot of drag marks from the actual pins making contact with this area down here. So that is the inside of a DS cartridge. Now I'm going to put this aside for later. And I will open up the next game, which is a 3DS. Now, I have no idea what this game is. This was the only one I could find for $10 locally. Now, we appear to have a different sort of layout where we've got a little tab up here, while the rest of it, you've got a little opening down here, but the rest of it seems to be sort of affixed. Now, how to open it up without breaking it is always the best question. So I'm just going to try to get this in here, and now it feels like that I can push it in and then push it down. Be careful of your thumb. You don't want to cut that. Okay, so it's got a little leverage now. If I can just get this in. This is from a phone kit that I found online for about $14. I don't remember, I picked it up a long time ago. Ooh, there we go. As you can see, I just popped it in and gave it a bit of a twist. So in, force and twist. I'll do the same over here. Ooh, careful, careful. There we go. As you can see, this one has a fair more contacts than the other one. So if I just pull that out. So as you can see, there's a marginal difference with the amount of points of contact there are. Okay. And we basically have something that's pretty much the same. The layout's a little bit different. Same company by the looks of things. Be interesting to see what kind of ROM this is as well. But when we compare the DS and 3DS together, we can see that Nintendo, well, basically kept with a similar sort of chip. I believe this chip up here is some kind of security chip. Interesting to find out exactly what it is, but I'll also be able to provide better photos, so if you want to take a look at this, have a proper look, pull off any model numbers. But this is a lot less complex than other boards I've seen when it comes to the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. Anyway, with this done, I can say that these are relatively easy to open. Possibly if you pull in the wrong place too hard, you'll completely break them. Interesting. I believe this is the same sort of thing. It's not designed to be opened and then closed. So if you are going to pull one of these cartridges apart, be prepared to either glue it or, if you can, find a replacement cartridge. But for now, that's it.